Okay, there it goes. Alright. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier, but it looks like we're live, pal. Once again, baby. So, hey, Andy here. And I know that the curtain's open, so you're going to get all this weird contrasty type shit, but I'm too lazy to change it, so fuck it, yo. Oh, goodness. So let's go ahead, get music and everything up, and then we'll get to streaming. Also want to drink some more coffee, because fuck, man, I am tired. Couldn't get much sleep last night, so, oh, there it is. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Goodness. Alright, let's see how the live shit's doing. Hey. Cool. Cool. How many peeps we got? 2? That's cool. Goodness, man. I am fucking tired today, man. I couldn't sleep at all last night. Actually, no, fuck with this. Oof. Probably take a nap later on today. Anyway, guys, so curious now. Today's breakfast, we got ourselves some onigiri. We got ourselves some banana. And we got ourselves some coffee. So today I decided to go to Family Mart instead of my usual 7-Eleven. Because I wanted to try some different coffee. The thing I like about 7-Eleven is that they have, you know, the tuna sando and other sandwiches. But they only have like a pretty small coffee selection, so that's why you see a lot of the same stuff whenever I go there, because it's about all they have that I like anyway. The rest of it's like cafe au lait bullshit. I ain't about that life. But anyway, so we got ourselves some Boss Coffee, made with premium beans, y'all. Enjoy the finest taste of luxury. It's weird. It did do the focus thing earlier, but it is what it is. Just a webcam. So yeah, it's just a black coffee. Then I also got Boss the Espresso, which is, you know, it's got a little bit of milk and cream and stuff like that. Double espresso apparently. Ooh, see that? The little sticker there. Come on, you got this. Maybe it's gotta cover my face or something. Anyway. Little blue sticker says double espresso, so that's why it's the espresso. Because gotta kickstart the heart this morning, man. Fuck's sakes. Let me check to see if everything got shared on the Discord. Sometimes when I do these, in fact all the time when I do these live streams, it doesn't share it right. Why did it? Oh, I see. That's dumb. Yeah. Because it shares it as the title I had before. Which is dumb. Or whatever. Anyway, fucking. This fucking thing, I swear to God. It's probably just me being tired, but whatever. Anyway. Yeah. Making moves, baby. That's the one. Ah, goodness. So yeah, the big project that I worked on earlier this week posted. It was the one. Actually, let me take that off. It was the one that I was talking about with it was like paid by the government and stuff like that. Man, I really need some fucking coffee, dude. Shit. So it posted earlier today, so I can talk about it a bit more, which is good. Even though I pretty much said most of everything. So. And get ourselves into this chicken and vegetable onigiri. Or onigiri, I guess. People say that my Japanese is fucking whack. But it's whatever. Just not focusing on it right now. Yo, Dekwan. Hello. What is up, baby? And I'm gonna pour this on there. I don't want to get that out. A little bit of hot sauce. I gotta get more hot sauce. I'm getting low. That's what happens when you keep it saucy, baby. Oh, shit. You're just loading up that onigiri, baby. Should have got some more mayo while I was at the fucking meeting too. Yeah, not ham subscriber numbers. Yeah. Fuck that guy, right? Wonder if he's probably still trying to talk shit about me. Being all like, oh, I'm gonna get that drama content stuff, right? Or is he too busy flirting with underage girls? Which he claims are lies! Lies! But yeah, glad to have you here in the chat. Anything? Oh. Like, I like the chicken and rice onigiri because it tastes good and it's also the cheapest ones. One of the cheapest ones. Same with the tuna mayo. But it's dry as fuck though, I'm telling you. Gotta get my energy up as well. Fucking hell. But now we made a little bit of room in the black coffee. Let's go ahead and crack open the espresso. Yeah, man. So any guys on here follow me on Twitter? I posted the video project that I was working on, that I was talking to you guys about in the previous live stream. So it's like pinned to the tippy top, baby. Ah, it's better. Why don't I just put that in the chat as well? Where is it? It's been getting a lot of love, I gotta say. Now, unfortunately, I can't play it while on stream just because it does contain copyrighted music, unfortunately. But I can link to it. So gotta make the shit all fancy. So bam. No way I can. There we go. And I'll pin it up there too. So if you guys want to check it out, the channel's called Live Aloha, or Live. Is it Live Aloha or Live Aloha? I think it's Live Aloha. Regardless, just a small little channel, but we do a lot of good stuff behind the scenes. So lots of really cool stuff. Definitely. And I'm going to be helping build this channel up as well as a couple others. So, really looking forward to it. And it's opened the doors for future work. Yeah. Well, I'm not even in Tokyo anymore, dude. But yeah, I am taking your, advice, I guess. But I'm not going out to like Shikoku or something like that. That'd be cool to visit, but I don't have a strong network out in Shikoku, I'm afraid. But I am basically moving further south in Kanagawa. So just moving further away from Tokyo. It's just, as far as content-wise, it's already been done. There's still little places that, I can still go to and stuff like that, but, most of that shit's already been done. And plus, like, I like visiting Tokyo, I just don't like living in Tokyo. So you're vindicated in the battle in his last stream, so he didn't talk to Mark 2 once. Yeah, that's about right. I think they haven't been talking to each other in a lot longer than that, but I don't know everything behind it. Yeah, it's crazy, like how many people. Yeah, and Mark was like his, like I said before, Mark was his day one friend. They came up in the same guest house, not the Nakano Shimbashi one, but an earlier one that's not around anymore. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, so I know old Hambone and others like to criticize me just based on my own YouTube success, just, well, he's been at it for too fucking long and he only gets so many views and all this, that, and the other. But it's what I do behind the scenes, man. It fucking matters. I see a future for myself more behind the camera than in front of it. So I just want to help build others up. And to be honest, there's like a lot more money behind that too. So, rather than try to fight for AdSense dollars, help build somebody else up. Whether it's through being their editor, shooter, brand manager, I guess. Whatever. That's what a lot of these chuckleheads don't realize. There's more than one way to succeed on YouTube, or just in content creation in general. Doesn't have to be YouTube specifically. You know, man, I'm just waiting for like a big documentary to come out about, you know, guys like Hambone and Give Me a Spine Man. It's gonna be a fascinating watch. But I think just like a cautionary tale, what you shouldn't do. But I think we'll see a Tokyo Drew one before all that. He's just more of a, yeah. Yeah, it was the best thing that I ever did. Well, it's just, you know, getting to a point to where, yeah, right. Well, that'd be fun, but maybe after he's gone from the scene I'd consider it, but it's one of those things where if you make content like that, it just draws more attention to them. And for people like them, they live off that attention. So I could just call him a fat piece of shit and all this, that, and the other. Don't matter. You know, it's just bringing attention back to him. That's why I pretty much just cut it off at that Truth Between Me and TKO Sam vid. So. Making moves. Yo, James. What's up, dude? Who's the lucky chick? Hey. Her name is Shonan. So, I pinned something up in the comments. The video that I was talking about, the big project that I was talking about in the last live stream, it's public now, so you guys can check it out. And I guess can talk a bit more about it now that it's public. So, don't need a video on Tokyo Dream. Might be a clone now. The actual version. Yeah. So, with this project though, it's a like an online sort of event because usually they do these in person, just little cultural things for like hula dancing and stuff like that, and yeah, it's paid for by the government and stuff, so there's some real money back in it. But this was the first one that they did with no audience, so they just had it as like a live stream type thing, and then this is the yeah, thanks Declan, I appreciate it, man. Onwards and upwards. Making moves, baby. Alright. Peace out, brother. So, with that, it's going to lead to more work. Working for that company and the guy behind it. So, he was really impressed by what I was able to do with the footage, because I guess he's been sitting on the footage for months, but because everything wasn't organized right and trying to like sync and time files and stuff like that, he couldn't quite get it down, so he just was sitting on the files for months. And one of my clients, Eric Surf 6. He's very good friends with Eric Surf 6. He reached out to him and was like, "Man, I gotta put together this thing, but I don't know what to do and all that." And he said, "Yeah, I got a guy." So he called me over, and it was one of those like really cool, like literally all day editing sessions. You know, like I came over to his place. He's got like this awesome place down by the beach. Like it's maybe a block or two away from the beach, so it's not that far away. And when I went down there to visit him, and then after we did the big editing sesh, the next day went out to Shizuoka, which is a neighboring prefecture, to shoot a video with somebody else. And just in like the traveling and stuff around, well, not Shizuoka specifically, but just, you know, the beach area in Kanagawa, got me thinking, you know, about making moves, as the title of the stream goes. So, yeah, definitely going to be moving down to the Shonan Beach area. I don't have like a particular city or anything like that I'm looking at. You know, there's a couple of them out there. You know, you got like Hiratsuka, which is a big one. Well, big relative to the area, but you know, you got like Fujisawa, I think is down there, stuff like that. Oiso. You know, it's mostly just older folk who, or like commuters who like the beach lifestyle and don't mind a long commute. And for me, most of my stuff that I do online, so you know, I don't really need to like physically be anywhere most of the time. And with more projects and stuff on the horizon, you know, it's to me it just makes more sense for me to move closer to that area so I can work on that kind of stuff, you know. No worries, no worries. I don't know if I was boring you or not. I'm really tired, so I might have to go for more coffee after this, but I was hoping for the kickstart in my heart today. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're going great, James. I appreciate it. You know, just onward and upward, as Deck once said. And since you're a West Coast guy, I'm sure you'll appreciate the beach content that's gonna be coming out once I move down there. Because one of the things I'm planning, because you guys kind of got me on this kick of doing like IRL streaming, right? So I figured, you know, that combined with the move down further south in Kanagawa to the beach would make for great content, you know, because like nobody's really doing that kind of stuff out there consistently. You know, it's mostly maybe like a one-off or so. That's about it. Most of the other stuff is like shit to do in Tokyo, but like, you know, shit's already been done. And besides, it's not like there's tourists coming in anyway, so I figured just do some live streaming content, you know, put something out there. I really do like doing live streams just because, you know, I have something to like bounce off of in talking with you guys, so I can kind of change the conversation and everything if need be, rather than just like focus on hitting my points with recorded content, you know. And you don't even know until like after the fact if you've hit those points correctly, or if, you know, audiences get sick and tired of you harping on this one point and want you to transition to something else, you know. Ooh, Santa Monica, hell yeah. I always wanted to visit Santa Monica. I only visited LA once because I didn't have a car, when I was stationed in San Diego, and I was poor as fuck because I wasn't making that good Navy money yet. I didn't start making that until I got transferred over to Yokosuka in Japan. That's when the good money started coming in. I was able to actually do shit. Yeah, I figure, you know, just I probably can't eat on the beach because you got to worry about the Seahawks and everything. Hell yeah, we'll do. Just gotta wait for this whole cloying and macaroni business to wrap up. Once that's done, travel can be done safely. I definitely do want to do some more traveling, you know. And if anything, this gives me time to save up, right? Save up, do some research, shit like that. So, I'm in no hurry. Plus, I'm right where I want to be, you know. So, man. Yeah, I figured do like a little walkabout, maybe after breakfast or something like that. Or if they have like little beach houses or something like that, to where they can't like swoop in and like grab your food or whatever. Yo, Twin Lamps! Good morning, dude. How you been? I don't remember, were you in the previous live stream? Where I was talking about moving? It's the I'm moving one. But, I don't remember. I don't really remember much either, because, waiting for this coffee to kick in. That's why I'm not my usual, like, super energetic self just yet. Gotta wait for it to, get me going, you know? So, actually, let me change the music here. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, he's been making, the guy who does the music, Zenbuster Music, he's been making a lot of good stuff, but it feels like, you know, some of the newer stuff isn't on the live stream, so it's kind of like the same old, same old. So, I guess we'll, is there a, oh, there is, okay. Here we go. I feel like earlier it was kind of like the same couple songs, but they're good, it's just, you know, so. We got this guy on loop. So, in Russia, you kick coffee, right? Yeah, you're becoming a beach bum. Yep, that's right. Cool. In the Russia, you kick coffee. Da. Stracutska. Pekroparwa. I don't know. I don't know Russian. Yeah, I'm just really excited for it because in not this coming week, but the following week, gonna be going down in the Russian beach bum. Da da da. Not even Russian, no. You always feel I don't know what kind of nickname I would say, right? If I were to donate to the Solomonster. Because I've donated before, but he's given me just kind of like a generic nickname. I was like, I'm not feeling that one. And like, I don't want to put my real name out there. You know, I'd rather just use like my screen name. Just because, you know, everybody knows me from that screen name anyway, so it's like, why not, right? Probably think of something like, you know, the Beast in the East, the Andy-san, or something like that. Beast in the East. Spanky Andy. Yeah, I think the Brian Kendrick would have words about that. Because he's a man with a plan. Da-da-da. Oh, man. Yeah, I was just thinking about the original Cruiserweight Classic tournament the other day. And, man, that was just a fucking well put together tournament. You know, just in terms of storytelling and presentation and everything. Just, there's so many storylines going on. And, what did it result in? Fucking 205 Live. I'm like, ugh. It's so sad. So sad. And hell, most of those guys are gone anyway. Like fucking TJP ain't there anymore. Andy Japandy is legit a cool name. Clever, bro. Thanks. Yeah, I got the idea from one of my friends. When I was stationed out in San Diego, she would always call me Andy Pandy. And when I was making the move to Japan, I figured just, you know, Andy Japandy. You know? And it's easy to say and remember, you know. And that's the key to a good name. And plus, you know, I didn't want to, you know, I always wanted to incorporate like my name into my screen name, because, you know, if you meet people in real life, you know, you don't want to be like, you know, Hawk Rider 78, oh my god, I've been watching your stuff for years, brah. You know, or something like that. You know, most of the time I meet people, it's like, oh, it's Andy-san. Which here in Japan, you know, obviously, you know, most people who are like not in the know, it's like, you know, oh, Andy-san. You know, stuff like that. They just call me that because that's my name, so I always like giggle whenever they say it, because like they don't know at all. Hawk Rider 78, right? Yeah. Best content creator on the platform, baby. Oh goodness. I just completely pulled that name out of my ass. Yeah. But I mean, like, a lot of my names online, you know, it was always kind of like the obvious stuff that seemed to last the longest. You know, like the Andy-san was, you know, I just wanted something with my own name in it that wasn't like too, yeah, still Deadpool, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of the OG nickname, isn't it? But you gotta get West Coast Pop over, brother. Hell yeah. West Coast poppin', baby. Good stuff. Oh, man. Can't wait to get myself sorted financially so that way I can go to some like New Japan events, because they're starting to to do them somewhat. But some of the play Spain, Jason, I have other nicknames. Iron, West Coast James. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's kind of, you know, my thing too. Is, you know, I don't want to go by a completely different name. But for my channels, I do have different names just to differentiate the content on there. You know, like the Andy-san is just, it's me. It's like my personal channel, basically. And it's my personal army. Sorry, watching too much Chris Chan. But yeah, I've had this channel actually. Yeah, next week, the 1st of March, will mark 15 years since I've been on YouTube with this channel. This is my OG channel. Well, I guess it'll be March 2nd my time, but regardless, I'm gonna get into semantics here. So I think since I don't have any work or anything like that today, yeah, go for it, dude. Do you even have anything on that channel? Been following your channel for a while now. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. PayPal Brotherhood run strong. Yeah, with Solid Monster's nicknames, it's always like nickname followed by real name, right? It's never just the nickname. So, that's all good. It just, yeah, don't worry about the swears. YouTube live chat tends to, like, catch that stuff, and I just have to, like, manually approve it. But no worries. Yeah. Yeah, they take a lot of fees and stuff like that. It's fucking annoying. You know, especially because I do client work. You know, they take out a good chunk for fees. And if you gotta, like, convert your cash over from, I don't know, yen to good old USD, American dollars, there's a fee in that. And they end up using, like, the worst exchange rate. It's fucking atrocious. But that's about all I got for most of my client work. You know, it's just easy, I guess. Because if I try to share some other obscure platform or something like that, people are a little more hesitant to use it. And they have to, like, make an account, and it's just a fucking litany of shit. So I really needed to buy stuff for the climate transactions. Really? Interesting. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with them declining stuff. Annie Japandi on Twitch, baby. Yeah, I was thinking about doing Twitch, especially since I'm gonna be doing IRL streaming. That seems to be more in line with Twitch than YouTube. But the thing I'm wondering, or just not really wondering, but just like concerned about, is the fact that, you know, I already have an audience and everything on YouTube. Everything's all monetized, so I don't have to, like, slave away for Twitch partnership or any of that stuff. You know, everything's all put together here on YouTube. Even though I do like the layout and stuff for live streaming on Twitch a lot better than YouTube. Like, there's a lot of cumbersome things about it. But, you know, I can go live and y'all are there. I'm here and y'all are there. Plus, you know, I can help build that channel up too. Annie Japandi channel especially. Because for the IRL, the Japan IRL content, that's what I'm going to be doing more of on that channel. This channel is just, you know, kind of for chill vibe streams and just kind of whatever. You know, just it's kind of like a personal / miscellaneous type channel. Slow transition from YouTube to Twitch. We'll see. But I'd rather just build up what I already have right now than try to spread myself too thin. Because I've tried doing that before, you know, just try to get on all the platforms and do all the things, but yeah, that's kind of how it is for me as far as Twitch goes. I have an account. I have done live streams over there before, but I just don't have an audience on there right now. And yeah, I can go over there and build one up, but, like, you know, you guys are already here, so, you know, the audience crossover just isn't all that good. So, you know, if I get 6 people here, you know, on a good day I'd probably get like one or two of you to cross over to the Twitch if I were to do something like that. But I'm doing commit to Twitch all the brand. Nice. Yeah, that's something else I got to do for you know, these live streams, cause like you know, I'm woefully underprepared for live streams. You know, I didn't think that they would be all that successful, to be honest with you. You know, that's why I didn't invest in like graphic overlays and cool transitions and stuff. You know, like if you donate some money or something, it'll have a graphic or whatever. I didn't put those together yet, just because I didn't think it would be this successful. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Raiders, rating, that's a big one. Yeah, Twitch, but YouTube doesn't really have something like that, and that is one thing I do like about Twitch. Is if people fuck with your shit, you know. But I guess what I could do is, because with Twitch, I could basically just like upload the VODs to my fucking Nandake. I could upload the VODs to Andy Japandi. So if you guys wanted to see it afterwards, but I have to wait like a day before I upload the VODs to YouTube, because they have to be Twitch exclusive for a month, not a month, but a day, I believe. So it is doable, but I don't know. I think I could probably try it out for like a month, see how I like it. You know, if I start to see a little bit of smoke to the fire, then I might go all in. Well, not all in, but you know, as in as I can with it. But if not, yeah, make the switch back to YouTube. So I think ultimately, you know, just try it on, see if it works. If it don't, you know, but we'll see. I wouldn't really be able to do much with it until I move further down south, because not a whole lot I can do from here. All in. Hey. That's what I'm saying. I'm making moves, brother. Nice. I'm going in. I'm going in. Alright, no worries. Thanks for stopping by, James. Appreciate you. Later. Ah, goodness. Yeah. Stay safe, dude. Cheers. Oh my goodness. Ah, good times. But yeah, what do you, excuse me. But yeah, what do you guys think? You know, I mean, for me, I would rather just stay on YouTube to do live streaming and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, just to help build up the channels, especially the Andy Japandi channel. I feel like I've largely like abandoned that channel, and I feel really bad. You know, I want to do something for it, but I don't really want to make content out in this area in particular. You know, I'd much rather just do like live streaming stuff, you know, because I don't have to worry about editing it. So that's kind of the problem that I put myself in, was, you know, in trying to get so many shooting and editing gigs for other people, I've neglected my own content and stuff like that. And while, you know, the editing and shooting for others pays a lot more, especially at this stage of the game, it's something I kind of got to get into a bit more just for practicality reasons. You know, I still do feel some kind of way about it, you know? It's like, been on this thing for so long, and, you know, I want to continue making content to help people, you know? And document my own process and everything. So the way I came about it, to where I can still make content while still being able to work on other people's stuff, is doing live streaming. You know, because I don't have to edit this. It's just, it's out there, you know? So, yeah. Don't have to worry about it so much. You know, I definitely want to do some more like Japan IRL streaming on A to Japandi. And then, you know, my goal is to kind of even out my stuff, so that way I have more time to work on my content, while still being able to afford to keep the lights on and stuff. So once I get the balance right, then I definitely do want to make some more of my own edited content. But until then, you know, dig in the live streams. And, you know, I can put out an edited video every once in a while. You know, just like a nice little informative piece. You know, people ask me questions or something like that. Whether it's like using your GI Bill abroad. I've been getting a lot of questions about that one in particular, which is why I want to make a follow-up video to it. And once I go back to school at Lakeland, I want to talk about that as well. Just talking about their 4-year degree program and all that has to offer. Because, you know, that was the original plan for the In Japandi channel, was, you know, it was to first document my return to Japan while being back in America, and second, once I actually got back to Japan, to document my journey while here. You know, going to school and getting my degree and moving on to the next phase of my life. And nobody could have predicted old Colony Macaroni. That wasn't even in the equation back then. And it definitely, you know, messed with a lot of my plans. You know, obviously, big picture, I'm just glad that, you know, everyone, my friends and family, are safe from it. You know, so big picture, you know, I'm just thankful. But, you know, as far as how it impacted me personally, you know, it did affect a lot of, you know, not just content making, but, you know, just hanging out with people in the IRL. You know, because I felt like, you know, for the longest time I wasn't really being very sociable to people. Like, I largely became reclusive once I got out of the Navy, because I didn't want to get close to anyone. Because, well, for one, I always knew that I would be going back to Japan anyway, so, like, why would I even bother trying to get to know people, right? You know, it's just going to end up with me leaving. And, you know, two, a lot of them were people, like, way younger than me. You know, even though we were in similar situations, they were just way younger than me, and it was just kind of hard to relate. You know, whether it was in college or at work, you know, when I was doing part-time stuff at McDonald's. Thankfully I haven't done any of that shit in quite some time. In fact, let's see, the last time I worked at McDonald's was back in Ohio before I moved out to North Carolina, actually. So that was late 2018, so 19, 20, 21. So at the end of this year, it'll be 3 years since I've worked at McDonald's. And I definitely have no intention of going back. And, you know, for me, McDonald's was just a nice, convenient part-time job. It allowed me to have a flexible schedule, especially with school, and still make some money. But, you know, since I'm building up my portfolio and my network through video editing, you know, I don't really need to have something like that anymore. And the cool thing is with video editing is that I can do it from anywhere. So this whole Colony Macaroni business, and this isn't really something that I talk too often about. I might have mentioned it a couple times, but, you know, the whole Colony Macaroni Luncheon World Tour or whatever, the thing I can't mention on YouTube by name proper, it actually really helped me find more gigs as an editor and also as a shooter too, because you know, the reason I got one of my main shooting gigs was because one of the other people decided to leave Japan, and they weren't comfortable going back into work, you know. So we cut a deal to where she would edit the footage, and then I would just shoot it. So I did take a bit of a pay cut with that one, just because, you know, I just shoot it, but you know, considering I have a bunch of other projects and stuff going on, it just, you know, I tried doing the shooting and editing for that particular project and it just wasn't working. You know, like I was getting too many like calls for revision from the client, but like, you know, I don't mind like doing revisions for the most part for work, but with this particular client, she wouldn't like mention exactly what's wrong with the file or the video or whatever, and she'd be like, oh, this is unusable, can't use it, it's no good, it's bad, can't use it, and just leave it at that. You know, there wasn't any like list of revisions, you know, could you cut this little part out here, or this child was like picking his nose and I guess he weren't paying attention or whatever, so cut that part out, or this part was a little shaky, or whatever, you know. It was just, you know, I would either hear back from her saying that the footage was completely unusable, or I wouldn't hear anything back. And for someone like me, you know, I just can't I can't live like that. It makes me way too anxious. So that's when I came up with that deal with one of the former shooters for that place, to where she would just edit the footage and I would shoot it, send it her way. So I did take a bit of a pay cut, but you know, I guess that's my sanity cut, if you will. And that's just one of the gigs that I got going on out here, man. Like, you know, I was just doing some work for a production company out in Tokyo, doing some shooting work for that school. And, you know, just working for other YouTubers and stuff too, like Eric Surf 6, and you know, just the occasional one-off work here and there as well, you know. So for me, like 2020, as far as getting editing stuff taken care of, was definitely a banner year. Like, you know, it's just about, again, like the live stream says, making moves, right? So it's just about getting myself out there, getting good work, getting referrals, you know, making more good work, and stuff like that. And, you know, I was talking with a friend of mine. He lived in Japan for a while, but he moved back to his home country. And, you know, I was talking to him about all this stuff, because we hadn't talked in a while. And he was just so surprised that, like, oh my god, you got a job with this person, and you talked with this person, they got you a gig? Like, really? Wow, that's amazing. And all this other stuff. And, you know, I was thinking, yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. You know, for me, it's like I can always, like, I'm always like looking to improve myself, so, you know, it's hard for me to really, you know, be proud in my success, I guess, because, you know, I'm always striving for the next goal, and, you know, always moving forward with stuff like that. So it's hard for me to, like, be in the present and just kind of take it in, but I'm learning how to do that, you know, just kind of stop and smell the roses a little bit, I suppose. But anyway, in getting to talk with him, you know, just saying, you know, because he was asking like, how'd you get all these gigs, man? That's fucking insane. Because, you know, I don't. Because one of the reasons, the major reason why he moved back was because, you know, he wasn't getting the gigs like he used to. You know, he's a freelance photographer, and he wasn't getting the gigs like he used to, so he had to move back home. And he was just asking me like, how'd you get all this stuff, right? I'm looking at the replay of me picking my ear. Sorry about that, guys. And I was just like, just networking with people, man. You know, it's like Roberta Blake says, your network is your net worth. And I'm living proof of that shit, because I've never gotten an editing gig by applying to it. I've applied, you guys know this, because I've done it on stream before, but I've applied to a shit ton of gigs out here in Japan. This is fairly recently too, and never heard a call back, never got accepted to any of that stuff. You know, it was always the gigs where I got referred to by one of my previous clients. You know, like with the school I don't want to say school you know, but the school filming gig, I guess, words. I got that thanks to a referral from one of my clients who I helped put together her e-learning course, you know, doing the filming and stuff like that. So she really liked my positive attitude and just the way I was able to put everything together. And, you know, to date, that's actually the biggest project I've ever put together as an editor. And I definitely got handsomely rewarded for it, I must say. But yeah, it's thanks to me working with her. She gave me a referral to the principal of that school, and, you know, she gave me the shot to film some videos out there. And how I got the gig to work with for the e-learning course in the first place was through another contact that I made on YouTube. My friend Jim from the Kid Shuriken channel. He had a friend recommend me, and or no, he recommended me to one of his friends. Sorry, words. Who knew the person and was like, you know, yeah, she's trying to put together this e-learning course and it's going all kinds of sideways and she just needs somebody to help her film some stuff. And I was like, I can do that, you know. And I just went in there, and, you know, it was a bit rough at first because, you know, she bought all this stuff and she had never filmed anything before, so I was, you know, kind of getting some flashbacks from my folks when they went and bought a whole bunch of equipment to start this production company that really never came to be. So I was like, oh man, you're buying all this stuff, you never filmed a video in your life, like, oh my gosh. But, you know, once we got in there, we were able to get stuff done, and, you know, she had like the scripts and everything all set up, so we just had the green screen and everything all that set up, had the scripts, had to read off it, and yeah, you know, it's just one of those things where you just got to get going, and once you're moving, it's hard to stop. So that's the thing, man. And then with you know, like with Eric Surf 6 and Brian from Ramen Adventures, you know, even though I'm not friends with old Hambone anymore, back when I was, you know, he referred me to those guys. And, you know, I'd met Eric at YouTuber get-togethers before, but I don't know if he like really like knew me all that well until we started working together, you know, for putting together his stuff. And especially, you know, with me doing more shooting for him, you know, we've really got to learn about each other a lot, and just kind of our long-term goals and ambitions and stuff like that. And you know, they match up a lot with what I want to do as well. So, you know, it's more a reason why I want to work with him and help build his channel up and help build what he wants to do in the future. I don't want to give too much away because it's still pretty nebulous. So, you know, we're just kind of spitballing stuff. But yeah, there's definitely a future in what I'm doing, you know. And it's just crazy to think that, you know, going on 15 years ago when I started this channel, March 1st, 2006, baby. Just how far YouTube has come, you know, and just how people are using it, how seriously it's being taken, you know, its impact in the cultural zeitgeist, I guess you could say, you know, and it has fundamentally changed my life for the better, you know, because before I did YouTube, I was trying to be a blogger, and, you know, at the time I was just going about it all the wrong way. You know, it was definitely of a me mindset, because I didn't really have anything to offer at the time. You know, I didn't have any life experience. You know, who's gonna look for like a 20-year-old life coach, right? Because my original inspiration for blogging was the Steve Pavlina personal development blog, and that's what started this whole like making money off the internet thing for me. Was Steve. You know, he kind of showed me the way, and then from there I ran into Tim Ferriss, and from Tim Ferriss, you know, got into Gary Vaynerchuk, and so on and so forth, and just kind of started this this snowball effect. And it's progressed to a point to where, you know, it's a lot of people kind of misconstrue it. Jesus, my beard's all over the place. A lot of people misconstrue, thinking that, you know, I'm on YouTube just to get 1 million subs and make a bunch of money off of AdSense or whatever. And while I wouldn't be opposed to those sorts of things, it's not really my goal. You know, my goal is to, you know, help others. And that was my goal as, you know, far back as like what, 2010 I think is when I started doing like NFAX content, because, you know, I had gone through a long period of time where, you know, I just had the wrong mindset. You know, I just was going about things all the wrong way, and I can see those sorts of things now looking back. At the time I was just completely flummoxed. You know, I was just wondering, like, why is nobody subscribing? Why is nobody watching my videos? You know, I was just caring about the wrong things, you know? And it was always, and as much as I didn't like being considered unsuccessful as a YouTuber, it was the successes that I did have that was actually, you know, the stuff that I was most angry about, most frustrated, I guess. Which was, you know, for this channel it was just a couple dumb shit posts I did like 10-12 years ago. But for the better put together content, it was my NFAX, my Navy videos. You know, once I found a little bit of success doing that, I started doing it a little more. But, you know, I kind of got tired of talking about the Navy all the time and wanted to do other things. You know, I just wanted to be a travel vlogger, right? Go out and film some cool shit and show you guys around. You know, whether it's Japan, San Diego, Chicago, freaking wherever, man. You know, I've been to a lot of different places in this world. And yeah, but you know, once I got started with freelance video editing, I started, you know, learning different things, and, you know, it completely changed my mindset. And also getting older helps too in changing your mindset, because you get a broader perspective on things and your priorities change, you know? Like most of the people, they have kids at this point. I don't have kids yet. But, regardless, you know, my priorities still changed. You know, before, when I was in my 20s, it was all about, you know, me, and look how awesome I am, and look what I can do, and all this kinds of stuff. But now that I've gotten older, it's just about trying to set myself up for the future, for the long term. Because, you know, with YouTube, now that there is, you know, historical data for it, you can go back and look at, see more trends and things like that. And, you know, doing YouTube long term can kind of be a risky thing, you know, because you eventually kind of hit your ceiling in terms of popularity, unless you decide to change, you know. So I figured, you know, even if I was successful, you know, had the million subs and bunch of views and all this, that, and the other, you know, it would take a lot more to retain all that, especially as, you know, a channel with some backing behind it, because, you know, I had to prove to myself and to you guys that, you know, my videos are better now than they ever were. And I don't even know where I'm going with it. Basically, you know, doing doing stuff that still allows me to use my creative skills, video editing, shooting, stuff like that, still gives me that creative high that making my own content does. But it also takes a lot of the pressure off of, you know, me being a YouTuber. I'm like a one-man band, so, you know, whereas working for somebody else, I just have to focus on like the one thing, you know. And, you know, there's a lot less uncertainty behind it too. You know, I know I'm gonna get paid for working for those projects, but for working for myself, I don't know if I'm gonna get paid yet. So it's, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling. Just need more coffee. But yeah, ultimately, at the end of the day, guys, it's about providing value to the audience, and not just making it all about you. And that's where a lot of guys get it twisted, myself included, of course. You know, because that was the mentality that I had for years and years, which is one of the reasons why I didn't become a big successful YouTuber, I guess, despite being on the platform for going on 15 years now. You know, I put myself before others, and, you know, just how it is. So now I'm just focused on providing value for others, you know, whether it's through my own videos or videos for others, because, you know, I go in the comments once, you know, the videos that I edit and shoot and all that kinds of stuff, once they're posted, you know, I go and I read the comments and kind of see, you know, how I can tweak things. You know, like I noticed like some people maybe like, oh, you know, I thought that part was hilarious, or oh, I really enjoyed this part, or oh man, what the hell were you thinking of that part? You know, and I kind of use the comments to sort of fine-tune just the little things, whether it's in the edits or in the shoots, you know. And it's not about just listening to like one or two comments. It's about like finding general patterns, you know. Because one comment is just someone's opinion, right? But if you see a lot of comments, then you start to see trends, you know, whether positive or negative. And if you decide to correct it, you can. If you think that, you know, fuck the haters or whatever, and you can carry on with it, that's fine. But yeah. So anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna go downstairs, get some more coffee, because even though I got extra today with the espresso, I think I'm gonna need a little more, because the old head brain's just kind of at this point. So anyway, I just want to thank you guys for joining me on this weekend live stream, wherever y'all are at. And with that said, guys, this is the Andy-san. I'm signing for now. As always, forever, we'll see you next time. Catch you later, guys. Bye.